Afternoon, student. Today we will be starting about the narcotic analysis. From the picture you have seen that these are some drugs which are used by some of the injection, and narcotic analgesic means the some of the drugs which are uh, having a post dependency effect or addiction, but they can be used for some good purposes like the analgesia. Okay. So this subject is for the medicinal chemistry, semester 4 and unit 5. Okay. So narcotic analgesic are the very important drugs and their antagonist will be studied. Okay. So narcotic analgesis is known that the drug that relieve pain by acting centrally to elevate pain and pain threshold without disturbing the consciousness or altering other sensory modalities. That means they will first increase the pain, elevate the pain threshold, then the analgesic will be working on that threshold, and they will be binding to some receptors where the narcotic drug will be binding. So analgesic are classified into two major categories: opioid analgesic or narcotic analgesic, that is working on centrally, and non-opioid analgesic, that is the peripherally active. So our concern will be for study of the narcotic analgesic. Next, morphine. So this is the important structure of the drug, which is known as the derivative of the opium. So morphine having a complex structure, and this contains two benzene ring, one furan ring, and one saturated benzene ring, and one isoquinoline ring. Okay? And this quinoline ring is residing above the plane. So that's why structure is somewhat retorted or distorted. But the structure, you can see one benzene ring, one saturated benzene ring, and one benzene ring attached at the side of the one nitrogen containing six-membered benzene ring attached with the benzene ring is known as the quinoline. So isoquinoline means at the second position there will be some derivatization. So morphine having the structure like this, and if we start the nomenclature from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there are 17 carbon. So there are some derivative at the 3 and 6 position, and they can be nomenclatured by R and R dash, R double dash. One nitrogen isoquinoline ring also contains one R dash molecule. So the depending upon the R dash, R double dash, that structure is different. So these are the different derivatives. For morphine, the R will be H for this R, and R dash hydrogen like this compound OH, and for R double dash CH3 methyl. This group produces the next thing. Ethyl morphine, so that means it's clear from the structure. R contains ethyl group, R double dash CH3. Codeine, that is one of the very good important derivative of the drug. Codeine, which contains CH3 at the R position, and CH3 at R double dash position. Heroin is very good important drug, acetylation. CO acetylation has been drugged, COCH3, COCH3, and at the R position, R double dash CH3. So nalorphine, one of the antagonists of this narcotic analgesic. So I have said that the acetic anhydride is banned in our lab. Why? Because this acetic anhydride is used for the conversion of the morphine to codeine or heroin. See, the heroin structure contains COCH3, COCH3. Okay. Now, again, I'm showing the structure in a very good way. So start numbering from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start there. 5, 6, 7, 8. The fused rings are also given the number 7, 8. Here we go. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. So agonist. Some agonist means the drug which will be increase the activity of the drug. That's oxymorphone, oxycodone. Okay. Antagonist, naloxone and naltrexone. That means whenever these narcotic drugs are acting, sometimes we have to antagonize the action. So another agonist like codeine, heroin, very good important drug, and some of the antagonistic action antagonists are also there. So you know the chemical name of the compound is 4R, 4AR, 7S, 7AR, 12S, 3-methyl, 2,4,4S, 7,7S, 13, hexahydro, 1H4, 1H4, 12, methanobenzofuran, isoquinoline, 7,9-diol. So slightly, slowly, you can go for the number. Okay. R configuration, the structure is R, 4AR, that means there will be some fusion, that's why AR. Okay, the alpha name is, you don't require to remember, draw the structure, and the main compound is hexahydro. That means this compound can be hexahydro, means saturated, and methanobenzofuran. This compound is known as the furan. Benzofuran because two benzene rings are attached. Methano means this compound. R dash methane substitution is there, and isoquinoline. For this ring, it is known as isoquinoline. 7 So there are some hydromorphone derivative, another category where same morphine-like structure, but R is substituted, and there is only one R and one R dash. Hydromorphone, oxymorphone, hydrocodone, and oxycodone. These are some. These are the derivative actually. Dihydromorphine. Dihydromorphine means at the benzene ring there is unsaturation, and at the second benzene ring there is saturation. That's why known as a dihydromorphine derivative. Dihydromorphine and dihydrocodone. Okay. Two derivatization is there. Only R group is replaced. Next, meperidine analgesic. Meperidine means that is not directly to the morphine category. One nitrogen containing 6-membered ring, but it contains some substitution, that is R3, R2, and R1. So meperidine, benidone, and properidone. Some of the structures are there. Just to know the structure and some name of the drug. They are sometimes used. Now methadone, very simple structure, carbon, and different type of substitution, R1, R2, R3, R4. That means it contains a chiral gap. So important drugs from this category, methadone, like this. So just want to know, you know the name. Okay? Not so much important. Achha, morphine, that is one of the important category. That is also morphine derivative, where one benzene ring is saturated. C, morphine having and one benzene ring having saturated. Okay. And one R1 and R double dash, this fusion will be in between the ring. Levorphenol tartrate, butyrophenol tartrate, and dextromethorphan. Morphine analogs and benzodiazepine derivative. These are the benzodiazepine derivative where seven-membered nitrogen containing compound is there fused with one benzene ring. Here these drugs are very important. Pentazocine, phenazocine, cyclazocine, ketazocine, metazocine. Whereas pentazocine is very good injectable for producing phenazocaine for producing analgesia. Another tramadol, very good important for reducing the pain of the bones. Okay, and only tramadol is very important drug. And now coming to the SAR of morphine analogs, that is important for your study. So just I'm giving a pictorial representation. So this NCH3, if it is converted to NCH3 to NCH, so activity decreased by 95%. That means N-methylation group is very good or very important. Next, NCH3, if it is submerged with some another substitution, CH2, CH2, C6, H5, one benzene ring is there, then the activity will be increased 14-fold. Coming to the nuclear substitution, effect varies. There may be different type of substitution. This free OH group is essential, and if it is modified, then potency will be decreased. This benzofuran ring is also essential. Potency decreased if modified. This OH group potency is increased if modified, such as ether or ester. Saturation increases potency, and dihydromorphine codeine we have seen in some drugs, pentazocine and another morphinan. If it is saturated, then the activity is also increased or the potency is also increased. Very nice. So summarize SAR of morphine that can be available in the data bank. So functional group, there is phenolic hydroxy group. Less analgesic effect, some derivation are there. Alcoholic hydroxy group, different modification, tertiary nitrogen. Alcoholic hydroxy group and phenolic hydroxy group, that is the phenolic hydroxy group. If it is modified with another drug, then activity will be decreased. And alcoholic hydroxy group, if this OH group has been converted to another substitution like the OCH3, OC2H5, OCH3, the activity will be O. And alicyclic unsaturated linkage, this compound is an alicyclic unsaturated linkage. That means if this unsaturation will be converted to saturation, then more active than morphine. And this tertiary nitrogen, if there are some modification like NCH3 to normal, so less active than morphine. So depending upon the different derivatization, more active than morphine. Morphine antagonists like this. So these are the important derivatization. Now coming to the important drug, that is a morphine sulfate that is available as an injectable. So structure you have to draw. Pain medication of the opiate family, which is found naturally in a number of plants and animals. So that is derived from the opium. Act directly on the central nervous system to decrease the feeling of pain. Can be taken for both acute pain and chronic side effects. Potentially serious side effects include decreased respiratory effort and low blood pressure. Morphine is addictive and prone to abuse. So if you are using regularly, so it will be addictive and maybe some abuse. If the dose is reduced after a long time use, opioid withdrawal symptom may occur. Common side effects include drowsiness, vomiting, and constipation. Now, coming to the codeine, which you can see, CH3 group has been modified, used for treating pain, coughing, and diarrhea. So, somewhat the toxicity has been reduced for some time codeine. So, codeine sulfate is used in some cough syrup also. That's why some people having tendency to take the cough syrup as a addiction for addiction. But some alcohols are the salbutamol, some alcoholic compounds are there. That's why glycol polyphenol having some very good sedation. That's why they are used. Typically used to treat mild to moderate degree of pain, and greater benefit may occur when combined with paracetamol, acetaminophen, or a non-steroidal anti-infective drug like NSAID. That is the aspirin or ibuprofen codeine. But I have not seen this type of combination. Okay. Side effects of codeine, vomiting, constipation, itching, lightheadedness, matlab head is very light, drowsiness. Serious side effects may include breathing difficulties and addiction. Okay. So these are the very important side effects. So you have to be aware, and the doctors are very aware for prescribing. Now, meperidine hydrochloride, one of the important widely used opioid in labor and delivery, fallen out of favor in some countries such as the United States in favor of potential drug interaction, especially with serotonergics. Adverse effect of meperidine, neurotoxic metabolite, norepinephrine. The adverse effect of pethidine administration, nausea, vomiting, and diaphoresis, injection, and constipation. Another category of not so much important. Diphenoxylate hydrochloride, not so important. Side effects of diphenoxylate hydrochloride. Pyramid hydrochloride. Somewhat important, structure is very high. Imodium, used to decrease the frequency of diarrhea, often used for the purpose in the gastroenteritis, inflammatory bowel disease, and short bowel syndrome. Adverse drug reaction of pyramid. Adverse drug reaction most commonly associated with pyramidal constipation, dizziness, nausea, and abdominal. There are some another drugs, fentanyl citrate, pain medication, and other medication for anesthesia. Also used as recreational drug, often used with heroin, cocaine. Some common side effects are there: vomiting, constipation, sedation, confusion, hallucination, injuries related to poor coordination. There is some synthesis process that we discussed in our class. Stomethadone, one category, that is an opioid used for opioid maintenance therapy and opioid dependence and for chronic pain management. Side effects are some there. So the other opioids, abnormal heart rate and also methadone synthesis you have to study. The drug oxyphene, unwanted effects of oxyphene on drugs. Pentagocine, 4-star, 4-gene, very important. 7-membered nitrogen content, and there is a site CH3CH6 in CH3CH. Pentagocine used to treat moderate to severe pain in adults and children who are at least 12 years of age. Because below 12 years you cannot use this drug. It is also used as a part of anesthesia for surgery. Pentagocine can slow or stop your breathing and may have habit forming. Unwanted some effects are there for those breathe, and pregnancy may cause lactation withdrawal syndrome. Fetal side effect can occur if you use medicine, alcohol, other drugs such as drowsiness and slow. Levofuranol tartrate and some narcotic antagonists are there. So they prevent or abolish the excessive respiratory depression caused by the administration of morphine or levodopa. If some of the narcotics is used, there are some side effects. That can be revived or can be antagonized from narcotic antagonists. They act by competing for the same analgesic or receptor sites. They are structurally related to morphine with the exception of the group attached to the nitrogen. Opioid antagonists are classified like this way. Complex action opioids and opioid antagonist like kappa receptor binding with partial or weak beta mu antagonist or kappa and pure antagonist some there nalorphine, hydrophenol, morphine, naloxone, drugs are naltrexone, drug of some structure of nalorphine coming and sometimes some. So action there to receptor they work with receptor and the mu and kappa receptor are there. Levofuranol tartrate, naloxone hydrochloride, this is very important. So thank you. Thank you everyone for your patience. Study this chapter very well because this is very chapter.